What's up, you guys? This is Laz, and this is the weekly breakdown. First off, we're going to have Kojaks versus Revenge. So here we have Revenge, newer Peach player. Doesn't come up to too many locals, but Kojaks quickly takes the first stock. And Revenge looking to return the favor. So Kojaks living up to 166, barely scraping by. Tries to make some action happen off stage, and he does with the nair. Up one stock, up to 177. The fourth throw does not kill, but he's looking to land another one of these frame traps and does. Getting really greedy with that up smash and going for the big knee. Back off stage is probably going to get hit with the same, and he does. Get up jump and gets hit with the back air. They choose to go to Kalos. Kojak's doing a lot better job this go around and lands the Falcon kick, taking the first stock, living all the way up to 177. And this time he looks like he doesn't do the same mistake, but it lands up dying from a dash attack. Right here you have a pretty good neutral, but gets really greedy with that up smash, trying to take the stock, and ends up dying with a fair. So Revenge up one stock, but living really high at 158, and he SDs. How unfortunate. So Kojak's trying to land some Captain Falcon strings, but barely misses, and misses the ledge, but gets punished for it. And he will get a turn up and take that stock. Revenge takes the set 2-0. And up next you have Pollo versus Grey Road. So the performance that Pollo put on here is one of those ones where you would think that this is watching online play. He does such a good job. Pollo is one of our Marth mains here in Vegas. Grey Road, one of the only Ganons in Vegas. And Pollo just puts on a show, nairing him off stage, gimping him, taking that first stock, and only receiving 23%. So both at equal percent right now, but Grey Road just not able to do anything to put any damage on Pollo. Such a good job. What a string right there, landing their jab reset. And that neutral B will take the second stock and still holding on to only 23%. So fast forward, both of them holding on higher percent. Pollo off stage nair will take that. A convincing 3 stock on Pollo's end.
Small battlefield.
So Pollo saying no bans, and we'll see if that's something he wants to do. He did convincingly 3 stock Grey Road, so I don't blame him there, just seeing what he's got going on. But Grey Road taking the first stock with a strong fair, and he's looking night and day different from the first match. But Pollo coming back, returning fire with that up tilted back air, and Grey Road returns fire right back up a stock. Doing a great job to avoid the angel platform and Pollo's invincibility. Down throw to, and that would have been a stock probably. Now they're both off stage. Pollo up B's the wrong way. So 2 stock victory for Grey Road.
No bans, dude. Fuck it.
And in the same fashion, Grey Road agrees to no bans, and they go to FD. This could be his demise, and Pollo doing a great job of gimping him off stage. About 120%, doing a good job, but still manages to get hit by a fair, taking the stock. 2-2, 116% damage for Grey Road. Pollo so scary at ledge, ends up landing an up B, taking the stock. Both players at 94%, Grey Road off stage, and Pollo lands the dare to take the set 2-1.
Good shit.
Here we have the first of the Sultan Invaders, Tomato versus Zerx. Zerx, one of our Roy mains. And the neutral here is really, really nice. Tomato unanswered punish here, 85% with the quickness. Zerx not being able to do much to get in, finally lands a hit, but gets stunned and then up smash to take the first stock. And Zerx returning fire with a jab to fair at the ledge. Up B not gonna take it, but he's at a high percent. And Kazuya being one of them thick boys. And that up smash will take it. That comes out so quickly. It's so dangerous. Zerx has to be aware of it. And a neutral B will take his stock. Only 45%. Not much to being done here. Tomato looking like he's going to land another string. Quickly putting up 101% while holding no damage. Zerx quickly applying some damage and pressure. Taking him to the ledge. Maintaining stage control. Big committal F smash whiffing. And what a move. That could have been the stock. Jab to fair versus jab to back air. That could have been the difference in this set right here. Let's see what happens. Tomato making it back to stage. Back throw, not quite going to take it. Laser barely missing. Misses the grab, but ends up landing the command grab and taking game 1.
Lilac, actually no, Battlefield, Kalos, yeah, Lilac.
With those bands, they go to town for game 2. Zerx landing a back air to take the first stock. Almost reminiscent of game 1, he needed to land it. Tomato holding him at 129% damage and lands a stun to up B to finally take the first stock from Zerx. Big punish there. Down tilts the F smash, putting him off stage, and lands the jab to back air. There it is. Up 2 stocks to his 1. And Tomato landing that stun to up smash again. And Zerx rushes off the Angel platform using some down tilt and lands the Dancing Blade at ledge to take game 2.
I'll bench Smashville, small Battlefield, and I'll do Lilac.
So with those bans, they go to FD for the final game. And Tomato lands the down smash at ledge for that spike. Such a nasty move. And he ends up SDing. How unfortunate for him. This could be it, but he's holding Zerx at 137%. Any move of Kazuya's can kill, and he lands an up B to take it. Zerx quickly lands an up throw, holding him in the air, and lands an up smash. Tomato has him at 108%, 123. What is he going to do? Zerx diving in with the nair, but can't avoid that quick up smash. And Sotas Tomato will take the set 2-1. And up next we have Vegas' own Sisto versus Show Dr. Iggy. And Sisto making quick work, taking the first stock. And holding him at bay, not letting Iggy make any movements. Sisto doing a great job of keeping Iggy in disadvantage. And taking the next stock with the quickness. And Sisto just doing a great job here. Proving that he is a top player here in Vegas for sure with all this. And making quick work of Dr. Iggy, putting him back off stage and landing a down tilt at ledge to land a fair, taking game 1 with a convincing 3 stock. And with a very quick discussion, they end up going to FD for game 2. And Dr. Iggy doing a much better job this game, putting 129% on Sisto and keeping him at ledge. But Sisto is not having it, using every bit of projectile that Young Link has to keep Dr. Iggy from coming in and taking his stock. Dr. Iggy can use literally any one of his moves right now and take Sisto's stock. Young Link is pretty light, and he uses a very committal down air and gets punished for it with a nair. And right here we have a pretty good showing of what this neutral game looks like. We're going to go ahead and fast forward it. Finally get to a portion where Sisto ends up running and punishing Iggy for a very, very committal option. We are both at 2 stocks a pair. Dr. Iggy at 133%. Right here's a big moment. This could have went either way. Dare versus back air, and Sisto ends up winning the trade. Now Sisto in the lead with 1 stock and holding 90% damage. What is Dr. Iggy going to do? Dr. Iggy trying to find any way to get in and lands a dare to up air, taking that stock. We are at an even game now. 33% in Smash Ultimate is not much. And Dr. Iggy doing such a good job of weaving in and out of the projectile pressure that Sisto's putting on him. Finally makes his way in, but ends up getting it up B for his efforts. Dr. Iggy using side mac to push Sisto off the ledge to take game 2.
I banned that. I banned Small Battlefield, Kalos, and Town, and I get PS2 from DSR.
Dr. Iggy taking advantage of DSR plus the rule set, and they go right back to a game that he won on, which was Final Destination. Sisto doing a really good job of using the projectiles to keep Iggy from getting in too hard, but Iggy still manages to take the first stock with a fair. But Iggy is at 109%, so what is Sisto going to do to take his stock? He ends up landing and barely missing a fair for a little setup there, but Iggy doing such a good job of getting a good amount of pressure, messes up the PK rocket and gets punished for it with a up smash from Sisto. Both players at 2 stock a pair, and Sisto using a down tilt to up B to take Iggy's second stock. He's 1 stock away from being knocked into losers, but Sisto is at 105%, Iggy knocking him off stage, using the yo-yo and taking Sisto's last stock. So they're both 1 stock away from losers, but Sisto manages to land a down tilt, putting Iggy at disadvantage and catches him slipping, landing a up smash, taking the set 2-1. And so toss Tomato making a return versus one of the best Zeldas in the world, also happens to be one of Vegas' finest Ven. And the only thing that's strange here is he's using Sephiroth versus the Kazuya he used a little earlier. And then making quick work of him, taking 2 stocks in a matter of seconds. And then doing such a good job, little up tilt action here, and not overcommitting, not doing anything that's going to put Ven in danger, but Tomato just not having the resources to be able to keep up with Ven. And right now puts himself in disadvantage, overcommitting, lands into the knight and ends up getting gimped, and then will take a quick 3 stock victory. And with these bans, they go to Town and City, and we do see Tomato's Kazuya, but finally he ends up reflecting the knight, doing something we did not see in game 1, and this seems to be a much better option for him. Hopefully he learns from his mistakes in the future from this. Having Ven at 170% and taking the stock away from Ven with the quickness, up a stock lead. And Ven reads a roll in and lands an F smash. Quickly after that lands a down tilt to fair, taking the game 2-0, sending the Sota Invader to losers. Making his return versus another Sota Invader is Sisto versus Osiris. Now we see Sisto playing the Palu versus the young Link. And I think Sisto has a great read on this matchup because he plays MBD, the best snake in the world. Osiris making a quick mistake and taking his own first stock with a C4. Sisto fishing something out here. He sees that he only got 1 return option and lands a dare. Now Sisto with a 3 stock lead probably wants to close this out quick, but gets hit with a Nikita and gets hit with a second Nikita. Osiris is looking for a comeback here. Lands a grab here. Let's see if he makes the right read, and he does. Ends up landing the up tilt. So now both players 1 stock a pair, high percent, but he ends up reading the return high and lands a up air, taking game 1. And after some bans, they go to Battlefield for game 2. 150%. What is Sisto going to do to stay alive here? And Osiris ends up catching with a C4 at ledge. And Sisto ends up firing right back, taking Osiris's first stock as well. Osiris doing a much better job of putting on percent early right here. Sisto at 116% and gets hit with another C4. And Sisto is just not doing a great job of being able to locate these C4s being placed by Osiris. And right now Sisto reads the roll in and ends up getting a fair for his trouble, taking Osiris's second stock. Osiris doing a good job of keeping Sisto away and ends up catching with another C4.
And Carlos Yoshi.
And with that, they go to PS2. I'm not sure if Osiris is aware that he had DSR here, so he did not need to return to PS2. And Sisto taking advantage and taking the first stock from Osiris here. And Osiris at 119%. Plants a C4 at ledge, so reads Sisto's teleport to ledge and lands a dare, stage spike and taking his next stock. But Sisto returns fire with a back air, up 1 stock and only 42%. Osiris has to be very careful. This is his winner's run on the line with 1 stock left. Hitting 1 dash attack, reading and lands another one at ledge, taking Sisto's next stock. 64% damage, but Snake is a heavy boy, so that is not going to be enough to kill anytime soon. He lands a dare and reads. Oh, barely missing the tilt. Sisto dash attack not enough to take the stock. And it looks like Osiris may have planted C4, and he did. Sisto did not see it, and Sotas Osiris takes it 2-1 over Sisto. And up next, we have another Sota Invader, Xeric versus TFL Frog. Frog knocking Xeric off stage and up tilt to 2 back air, one of the big and the classics. Up 1 stock ahead of Xeric. Frog quickly looking to add some miles on. And Xeric landing the classic down tilt to up smash, taking his stock. Both players looking quite equal. Landing the Shadow Sneak and Frog able to tech it, but ends up air dodging, not grabbing the ledge and taking his own stock. So 136% Xeric with the lead. Frog on platform but fades through and lands a back air, taking Xeric's stock. Now fast forward, both players are high percent. Frog lands a dash attack but not able to kill him. Xeric managing to make it back to stage. And Frog transferring control of the stage to Xeric. He gets a very committal dash attack in, trying to take the stock, and gets fared for his trouble. And with that, they run it back to PS2. And just like in game 1, very reminiscent. The off-stage antics that these two are pulling off are insane. They just like to stay off stage, and Xeric ends up grabbing Frog and tossing him up, taking his first stock. Xeric hanging on at 184%, but still putting on so much damage on Frog. But still on 2 stocks, and he ends up taking Frog's second stock. And now Xeric with a stock lead ahead of Frog, and Frog with 127% damage. And let's see what Frog is able to do here. Frog being very committal. Xeric tosses him off stage, gets stage control, ends up landing a back air and takes it. Sota Xeric takes it 2-0 over Frog, and Frog with that fist bump ready to go. But I don't think he's too upset. And these two are no strangers to each other. Foe versus Z. So Z being a very, very good Pikachu in Vegas, and Foe being the best player in Vegas currently, the best Nest main in the world probably as well. And Z doing such a good job with that Thunder off stage to stage spike Foe, and Foe getting Z right back, grabbing and throwing him off stage, and Foe's probably fishing for a back throw to take Z stock, and Z with those loops doing so good, and Foe still ends up grabbing that back throw, and Z coming right back, reading Foe's get up, and ends up landing an F smash at ledge. And with those jolts just tossing so much damage on Foe, Z will full stock ahead, but ends up being nared at the ledge. These two are dead even now. And Foe racking up the damage just so quickly, but Z coming right back, knocking Foe right back off stage, faring him almost to death. And those jolts are going to do so much damage right now. And Z throwing a couple of jolts, and this is not it. Foe doing such a good job just recovering. And Foe has such a good read right there, using the up air to drag him down and throwing him off stage. Avoiding the PK rocket, but ends up taking a F smash to the face. Z taking game 1.
PS2, Town and City, and Small Battlefield.
And with those bands in play, Foe ends up taking them back to Final Destination. And what a move, Foe, to take the first stock. And Foe with a great read, taking Z stock with a PK Thunder. Z may be down, but he's definitely not out. Fishing any opportunity he can, and he takes a PK Rocket, and off the stage he techs it and then lands an F smash to take Foe's first stock. And right now Z down to his last stock, 65% damage, looking for any way to build up damage. Foe ends up grabbing him, tossing him off stage, and Z coming back to stage, being very lucky that Foe didn't catch it with an up air drag down again. Barely missing the PK flash, but ends up using his movement and landing a beautiful back air to take the game 2.
Kalos, Yoshi's Island, and
And after those bans, they decide to go to Smashville. Foe putting up the percent on Z, landing another drag down, catching Z's return to stage. And Z going for the same option, but barely missing Foe's attack. He ends up getting fared and then immediately grabbed and thrown, taking Z's first stock. Z at this point is looking for any option to be able to take Foe's first stock and keep him in this winner's bracket. Using the jolt, it takes Foe's recovery and ends up taking his stock, but Foe quickly ends up landing a back throw at ledge, taking Z's second stock. Z down to 1 stock, while Foe's holding on 100% damage and with 2 stocks lead. Z with a down throw to fair off the ledge, ends up taking his Foe's stock. Now these boys are even at 1 stock a pair, but Z has 70% damage. Z going so far, so deep for that, and trying to gimp Foe to take the match, but he ends up getting his thunder absorbed. Foe will take the set 2-1. What a game, boys. And now Foe will have his encounter with his first Sotan Vader Osiris playing Snake. Now, from my knowledge, I believe Foe has a winning record on MVD here in Vegas, so this is not going to look good here for Osiris, but he's managing to keep it close. Big back throw to take the stocks. Now Foe being up off stage now. Osiris back air, and Foe is going to use the PK rocket, but gets negated by the Nikita. They are even stocks. Now Foe putting up 145%, looking for that grab, and grabs it at the ledge. Foe takes the game.
Have you counted Yoshi's?
And with those bans, they go to Smashville. So Osiris, losing faith in his Snake, ends up switching to Joker. Let's see how this pays off for him. And so far, it's not looking too well. Foe with the great edge guard off stage. And Osiris going deep, trying to take Foe's stock, but unable to. And Foe using Magnet to almost take Osiris' stock, but ends up SDing. With 120% damage on Foe. He's trying to avoid anything from Osiris, using very good neutral to stay off his radar, but ends up getting up smashed on the platform. So Foe having him at 158%, and ends up getting a nair off stage. With the same bands in play, they end up going to Battlefield. Foe with a big back air to start it off, stage spiking Osiris, and returning to his Snake. I feel like that's a much more confident option for him. Foe with a great move to get back on stage, but Osiris ends up landing a double down smash to take Foe's stock. Foe quickly grabs and chucks him off stage, having Osiris at 118%, and lands a big mixing up air to take Osiris' second stock. Osiris at his last winner's life stock. And how will Foe take this last stock here? He will land a grab. Snake being heavy, but not heavy enough to survive. Ness is back through. Foe takes it 3-0. And the Vegas Classic Foe versus Ven. Best Zelda in the world versus best Ness in the world. And Ven taking the first stock from Foe. These boys are doing big off-stage plays. Foe almost able to stage spike him, and he does. They are even stocks now. Foe landing a big throw, almost taking the stock, but is not able to, using the PK Thunder to keep Ven airborne. And the up air will finally take Ven's second stock. Ven at 143% damage. How will Foe capitalize here? He lands a back throw, and Foe takes game 1. These guys play so much that they know they're going to go straight to Smashville, so they didn't even bother talking about it and just return. And with that said, Ven takes the first stock from Foe using the Knight, but Foe capitalizes right back, landing a back throw at the ledge. Even stocks. Ven doing everything he can to avoid Foe, and he lands a big Feroro's Wind at the top of the stage to end up taking Foe's second stock. And then right now, Foe trying to even out the stocks right now, but Ven ends up using Feroro's Wind at the ledge and catching him off guard, taking game 2. And now Ven with some big offstage plays, keeping Foe from returning, and ends up taking his first stock. Foe doing some edge guarding of himself on the second stock here, trying to do everything he can to keep Ven at bay, making sure he can't get back to stage, but he does ends up landing a back throw to take Ven's first stock. And Foe using the PK Thunder to get Ven off stage, taking his second stock. And now Foe in stage control ends up landing a PK Fire to down air to eliminate Ven's last stock. We move on to game 3. And Foe quickly taking the lead. and Ven coming right back, and Ven coming right back again, now evening out the stocks. But at 128% damage, it's not looking good for Ven right now. What he's going to be able to do, nothing right now. Foe lends a up air and almost takes it, but ends up edge guarding Ven, and Foe takes the set 3-2-1. And we move on to loser semis, where we have Sota Tomato versus Sota Xeric. One of these boys is going to have to team kill the other right now and take them out of the tournament, and it looks like it's going to be Tomato landing a back air to take Xeric's first stock, but Xeric coming right back with a fair at ledge. Xeric putting on 166% on Tomato, not trying to do too much, just get whatever he can. And Tomato ends up capitalizing and landing an up air to take Xeric's second stock. But an up smash from Xeric ends up putting him back in the even playing field. These boys are at one stock a pair. And right now, anyone's looking for any little bit of advantage to land a kill confirm. And Xeric lands it with a down tilt to up smash, being Greninja's finest kill confirm.
And then Smashville, Battlefield, and Small Battlefield.
And with those bans, they go to Yoshi's story for game 2. Tomato holding on to that wolf, ends up taking Xeric's first stock with an up smash. And Xeric at ledge trying to bait out any option, landing a fair to take Tomato's first stock. Both of them at high percent, and Xeric with a good down throw tries trying to bait anything and ends up landing an F smash, taking Tomato's second stock, but Tomato with a dash attack to quickly take back and even out the game. And these guys are getting to just about kill percent, and Xeric doing a great job using the down smash to 2-frame Tomato and taking game 2. And they go to PS2 for the last game, and oh no, unfortunately Tomato with the SD, and with that present to Xeric, he lands a beautiful parry, parrying the F tilt, and not doing too much, just trying to do it just enough to keep racking on the damage on Tomato. Tomato though lands a grab to back throw, getting Xeric off stage while placing himself in F tilt position, and lands a beautiful 2-frame of his own. And Xeric landing a huge fair to knock Tomato off stage, and grab at ledge will take Tomato's second stock. Xeric with a 1 stock lead, but high in percent ends up landing the down tilt to up smash, taking the game with a 3-0 victory over Tomato. And we move on to losers finals, where we have Sota Xeric versus Sagoi Ven. And Xeric doing quick work, taking Ven's first stock, and then looking to make the comeback, but Xeric ends up landing a parry, landing another down tilt to up smash, putting Ven in a quick disadvantage right now. And then with a 2-stock lead over Ven not being able to do too much, trying to keep him off stage, and he does. Ven trying to even out the stocks right now, a slow but sure comeback. But he ends up running into an F smash from Xeric, and Xeric will take game 1 over Ven.
Actually, I know Town, Lilac, and
What?
Small Battlefield.
And with that, they go to Smashville, which happens to be one of Ven's comfort pits. And just like that, Ven knocking Xeric off stage, hitting him with the knife, barely missing the dense fire, but lands an up air on platform and takes Xeric's first stock. Ven only at 64% and already putting up great work on Xeric. And this was an interesting interaction. I thought this was very unique. So he ends up landing a jab, the knight comes across, almost spikes him, making Ven miss his own up tilt. Ven just kind of jumps over but doesn't capitalize, but ends up, after all that interaction, landing a fair to take Xeric's second stock. And with all that, Xeric needs to do anything he can to come back and make some kind of comeback right now. Ends up tossing Ven off stage, but not able to get the extra shuriken and put some damage on him. And then Ven pulls out the knight, Xeric kind of dives in and gets fared, and that will be it. Then
empty
puts a 3-stock on him. And now, and after some bans, they go to Small Battlefield. Ven making quick work, using the knight to take Xeric's first stock. Xeric's doing some kind of weird dance at the ledge, trying to mix Ven up, but it's not working for him. Lands it back here to knock Ven off stage. Ven using Nairu's love to reject any kind of option Xeric's throwing at him, but Xeric ends up landing a beautiful 2-frame down smash to take Ven's stock. Both even stocks, and then landing a dash attack, taking Xeric's second stock. Zarek looking for any option to take Ven's second stock here before he ends up landing too much percent on him. And he does. Fair will take Ven's second stock. Now with both high percent, this could be anyone's game. Ven loads up in the Knight and ends up landing a beautiful 2-frame to take the third game. And with that, they return to small battlefield. Ven up 2 games. Zarek looking to do anything he can to get some kind of advantage. And Ven quickly eliminating Zarek's first stock and racking up more damage, but gets hit with a dare to fair from Zarek. And now the stocks are even at 2 a pair. Ven loads up the Knight and throws out the Den's Fire to take Zarek off stage and take his second stock. Down to 1 stock now. This could be his tournament stock. And Zarek landing a down tilt to fair at ledge. We are back at an even game. Zarek trying to make any kind of comeback to get a game 5 situation here, but the way it's looking, Ven's racking up the damage, and I'm not sure if it's going to happen. And oh no, he ends up bonking at the ledge. S-ding. Ven takes the set 3-1 over finally, Zarek. We've made it to grand finals. Sugoi Ven versus Foe. Foe on winner's side and Ven in losers. And Ven starting off big with a big back air to take the first stock of the game. Foe down 1 stock, looking to try to take Ven's first stock any way he can. Down tilts to a grab at the ledge. Back throw will take the first stock from Ven. 2-2 even percent. And now we've fast forward a little bit and even percents down the road now. Who's going to end up taking the first of the second stocks? Ven rolls in and Foe capitalizes with a grab and a back throw, taking Ven's second stock. And Foe with big damage here. It's not looking very good for Ven. What can he do right now with being 36% deep in damage and 1 stock behind Foe? But he lands a fair on the platform, evening it out. So now we speed it up a little bit. Ven landing a big Knight with a grab, putting on a huge chunk of damage on Foe, and ends up jumping over the PK Fire and landing a flash kick, a big old twinkle toes to take the game. So Ven up 1 game on Foe on loser side. As we start off game 2, Foe already has 121% damage on Ven and ends up naring him at the ledge to take Ven's first stock. Both players still deep in percent, and Ven just trailing a little bit more and more, using the Feroro's win at the ledge, capitalizing that Foe wanted to land a dare to 2-frame spike Ven, but ended up capitalizing himself. And Foe comes right back with an up air, taking Ven's second stock. Ven to 1 stock down, Foe leading 2 stocks, but he lands an up air and clearing Ven's last stock. We are 1-1 apiece. And Ven coming in strong, charging up the Knight to take Foe's first stock. But Ven has 127% damage already, so he could be seconds away from losing his first stock. Really good grab, following up on damage, but that back throw is going to take his first stock. Now we are basically even, 2 stocks a pair. Foe landing a really good fair to knock Ven off stage, and using the PK Thunder to stage spike Ven. So now Ven down 1 stock and already charging up Knight and 2-framing Foe at ledge, taking his last stock. We are 2-1 Ven right now. So we are game 4. Ven already at 117% damage and very reminiscent of earlier. Foe using the PK Thunder to stage spike him and take Ven's first stock again. Right now, Foe just avoiding every option Ven has except for the back air, and now Ven evening it out. 2 stocks apiece. Ven deep in damage, 151%. Anything will kill at this point. Forward throw, back throw from across the screen is going to kill for him. Now Foe just tacking on extra damage, trying to take this last game right here to even it out, and he does. Dare to up air, doesn't quite take it. That victory screen is quite the lie, as we've all gotten accustomed to. And Foe shielding that up air from Ven through the stage, and Feroro's win, getting Ven back to stage, and they trade stage controls. And using the Knight to keep Foe from coming back on stage. Den's Fire blasting off, and Ven accidentally puts himself in disadvantage off stage, but he gets the Feroro's win and able to use Nairo's Love to counter the PK Fire. And then now both players are back on stage, but the bat, first time we've seen that in a long while, will take the game for Foe. We are at 2 a pair, game 5. This is anyone's game here. And Ven landing the back air to take the first stock. 105%. Anything will take Ven stock. There it is, back air from Foe. Now Foe at 112%, using the Night Rose Love to come almost get back on ledge, and then the dare from Foe taking Ven's second stock. This is Ven's tournament stock here. But a back air on a whiffed forward smash from Foe ends up taking it for now. Now we are back, even percent, even stocks, anyone's game from here. This isn't looking good for Ven, and the yo-yo doesn't quite kill there. Ven able to make it back on stage, charges up a Knight, but Foe able to come back from that. And the PK Thunder doesn't do damage like it did the past 2 times. Ven able to DI the right way this go around. And with a beautiful back tilt to set up the back air, Ven takes the game 3-2, bracket reset. This is true grand finals now. And we are at true grand finals. So Foe already have putting up 124% on Ven, landing an up air to take Ven's first stock. But Ven not too far behind, only putting up a 98% damage while Foe racks up another 99% damage. Ven off stage, Foe lands a great down tilt, but Ven ends up landing an up air to keep him safe. But in the mix, he ends up catching an up smash from Foe, taking his second stock. Foe still 3 stocks deep, Ven down to his last stock for the game. And the yo-yo does not quite take it and ends up getting him punished. Ven able to land an up air through the platform, and it forward tilt doesn't quite take it, and Ven lands a Aurora's Wind at ledge, keeping Foe from getting back. Foe finally makes it back to ledge, and Ven barely missing a fair, then he barely misses the smash attack. He's a charges Knight, trying to catch anything to take Foe's second stock. Foe manages to knock Ven off stage using the teleport, and wow, PK Flash trades with Aurora's Wind, but Foe ends up capitalizing on that one, and he takes game 1. And Foe ends up taking first stock from Ven with a back air, and he's looking very, very good, capitalizing on all of Ven's movements here, keeping him at ledge. Ven throwing Foe at ledge with a back air, taking his first stock. We are even stocks, but Foe is up in percent, putting 130% on Ven as he catches a back throw, takes his second stock. Foe in the lead 1 stock, Ven off stage again, managed to get back on stage, catches him with the Aurora's Wind, and now we're even stocks, but Ven has 45% damage on him. And now fast forward, Ven has 96% damage. Foe lands a back air to take game 2. Ven throwing Foe off stage, charging up Knight, throwing out Dense Fire, not catching anything. Foe managing to get back to the stage. Both players not approaching too hard. Foe being very cautious because he could lose his stock at any point in time, landing an up smash, taking Ven's first stock. Foe holding 139% damage. Ven throws Foe off stage, and he heals him a little bit. Uses Night Rose Love to catch Foe with a stage spike. We are even stocks now. Ven making a small comeback here. Even stocks, and he lands a up air, taking Foe's second stock. Now Ven in strong position here with the lead. Could take this first game from Foe right now. Charging Knight off stage, going real deep, landing an up air to bounce Ven off the stage, then coming back with another up air to take Ven's stock. Foe coming back slowly but surely, but Ven has already 111% damage. He's in an easy position to take this game. Barely missing a fair, barely missing a back air there. Ven looking for any option that will take Foe's last stock and keep him in this tournament. Ven barely making it back on stage. Foe grabs him, tosses him off stage one more time, landing a PK Fire, using the PK Thunder to space him, getting out of the Aurora's Wind. Foe hitting the sour spot of his back air, landing another PK Fire at ledge, and barely missing an up air after the PK Thunder to get Ven on stage. Both of these guys going for everything that they can to get this game over and done with. This could be anyone's match here. And going for the regrab and the up smash, will take it. Foe takes the tournament 3-0 in true grand finals over Ven. And that's going to be it for this week's weekly breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be messing around with it, changing up the format, doing it a little bit different here and there, try to make it perfect. Alright, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and please come back for another video next week. Bye!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We await your return, warrior.